I realized as I was uploading the video that I didn't really tell you how I found my BFP, or how I got my BFP, because I didn't video it at the time I did it. Although I thought about it right before I did the test, but I thought it would be a BFN. So anyway, what happened was down in Indiana for my cousin's wedding, and staying with it was my sister, one of my sisters, and then my parents were staying at a friend's house. And the friends weren't there, it was just the four of us there. And I woke up at like 6 in the morning, and I was like, I'm gonna test. So I went and I got my sample, and I got my little stick and I dipped it, and then I went and I checked it, and it was super positive. Because the control line was just as dark as the positive line. And so then I called my husband. I ran and grabbed my sister's phone, and I called my husband, and he didn't answer. So then I went back out and I told my sister, and she was like, give me a fist bump, because she was still asleep. Because it was like 6:10. Why do people always test? I've noticed that a lot of the videos that I've seen on here, women test very, very early. I don't know what that's about. Like 5 a.m. Early risers, apparently. And then my husband called me back, and because mind you, he's like 7 time zones away, and he calls me back, and then I tell him, and he's excited, but he can't he understands what I'm saying, and he gets that I've got a positive, but I don't know, it just didn't feel like it was sinking in, or what it meant, or whatever. I don't know. So I've been teasing him a lot lately that he is shooting blanks, because we've never got him tested yet. That was going to be our next step, because we've been globe-trotting and not staying in one spot to get testing done that we need done. And anyway, so his retort is, I'm not shooting blanks now, am I? Of course. So, and then I told my parents, and then my husband called back again. He's like, did you do a second test to make sure that it wasn't a false positive? And I'm like, I'll do a second test. I'll do a second test while I'm on the phone with you. So I got a new sample, because apparently my bladder was very full. And I tested again, because I had already dumped the earlier sample without doing a second test, because I'm silly. And so I did the second one, and that was just as positive, like bright line positive as the other one. So I've only done the 2 tests, and they both were positive, so I haven't tested again. But now so many things make sense. All I wanted to eat is chili. Like, seriously, I could eat a gallon of chili. I don't know why. Not generally. I haven't had chili in years, because my husband doesn't like chili. And the last like 2 weeks, all I want is chili. I don't know. So, and it was crazy emotional, like I'm not usually, so I'll tip off. So that is basically how I got my BFP. I wasn't nauseous. I just missed my period. It didn't come. And usually, like, I'm always thinking that I'm pregnant. And so my husband always says I'm just being strange. But I was going to wait a couple more days, but it was already a couple days late. And that's unusual. Like, usually 1 day, but 2 days was weird. Or 3 days. It was 3 days past when it should have started. And since I still wasn't bleeding, didn't look like I was going to start bleeding soon, didn't smell like I was going to start bleeding soon, I took a test, because that's why I bought a 50 pack off the internet, so I can take a test, and I don't have to sit there and wonder, and not feel guilty about spending a lot of money. So that's my story. If you want to know more, just comment, and I will do another video or whatever. Love you guys. Baby dust.